So when is the BBC not the BBC? Well, when it's trapped in its own arrogance, when it collapses under the weight of its own ego, when it's obsessed with its own infallibility, and when it's led by incompetence. The leaked Prescott report confirms what many already knew. The BBC is rotten to the core. It's not just bias, nor the catalogue of errors, it's systematic failure. The report mentions shocking breaches of impartiality and that the BBC completely misled viewers. Prescott says he acted out of despair at executive inaction. And that should tell us all we need to know about the leadership. It's not just one bad programme, it's a rancid culture. And that starts at the top, with Director General Tim Davie, CEO of News Deborah Turness, and the Chairman Samir Shah. They have presided over this debacle. They've known about these issues for ages. They've been advised on multiple occasions of gross misdeeds. And every time, they have paid little more than lip service and chosen to look the other way. BBC Arabic is a shameful embarrassment, and it has been for the longest time. It's not news, it's propaganda. According to the report, it gives unjustifiable weight to Hamas casualty claims. It minimises Israeli suffering and rushes to air anti-Israel allegations without adequate checks. It uses blatant anti-Semitic contributors who call Jews devils and who said, "We'll burn the Jew like Hitler did." These people appeared hundreds of times on BBC Arabic, hundreds and hundreds of times to spew their bile, paid for by the British public. The Gaza documentary, How to Survive a War Zone, narrated by a boy whose father was a Hamas official. The BBC didn't disclose this. They even paid this Hamas family. Again, with UK public money. Ofcom called the doc materially misleading. The BBC admitted serious failures. They then had to cancel another Gaza doc that they knew was highly flawed and did not meet proper journalistic standards. Yet no one resigned, no one was fired. Carry on, business as usual. The BBC refuses to call Hamas terrorists. It amplifies unverified accusations against Israel. It downplays the crimes of Hamas and Islamic Jihad. Not just against Israel, but against ordinary Gazans. It's become a trumpet for Hamas, peddling false narratives, lies and propaganda. That isn't journalism, it's negligence. Dereliction of duty. A betrayal of the BBC's charter, of its audience, of journalistic integrity and of the truth. How to fix this? First, the BBC should publish the Prescott report in full. Show the public how bad things really are. BBC News and Current Affairs is failing across the board, in desperate need of a complete overhaul from top to bottom. The people responsible for this fiasco, Davie, Turness, Shah and others, they should all be fired. The lot of them. They all need to go. Because right now the BBC isn't the BBC. Once the gold standard for international news and current affairs, the BBC has lost trust of the public. Winning it back is beyond these clowns. Because they are the problem.